Welcome to my channel, Bricks to Art. Sean here, your host, and in this video I want to go over my layout to my Lego city and to share my idea with you guys. I also want to review the Lego Main Street 3-in-1 Creator Set. I have acquired 2 of the set for the purpose of using 2 variations for my Lego city. So the set number is there 31141, and it comes with 1,459 pieces. So to keep the box out of the way, I'll just show you guys the booklets that I'm talking about for the 2 variations that I want to do. So the first variation is the Main Street here. This is the big picture that is on the box itself. And the second variation is this version. The reason why I want to use this one is for the main purpose of having it be my entrance into my city. I will be using time lapse to speed build both variations for you guys. Then I will review them separately. So without further ado, I will begin and I'll see you in a few minutes. So enjoy. I'd like to personally thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, and I hope you enjoyed the time-lapse speed build. Alright, so for this portion of my review, I left each section separated so we can take a closer look at each one. So we will start with the end over here. We will start with the coffee shop here. This is a cool looking little set. Perfect for my city because the longest plates are, the longest plate is 16 studs deep, which is perfect for what I need. So here we have the coffee shop. I like the little trees, little tree right here. Got a coffee mug showing you what the store is. Table and 2 chairs. You got a barrel with some flowers right here. It's pretty cool. A lot of little details in here so far. Spin you guys around. There's quite a bit inside here. Here we go. So down below is definitely a coffee shop. Let me zoom in. There we go. Now we can see it better. You got a couple cappuccino makers. Some more, looks like vines on the inside. Right there. And then you got a counter with a cup. Now above here, I'm not quite sure what this is supposed to be. Looks like some type of photography studio. You got some, I think those are photo albums. I think that's what they're supposed to be. You got a workbench, a plant, camera. So this one's pretty cool. There we go. And then on top you got a, looks like a solar panel with more, looks like you got a solar panel and more vines going up the wall. Alright, so now we'll move on to the second section, which is the music room. I'm not quite sure if this is supposed to be a shop or just a studio. Book really doesn't tell you, but it's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. You got a drum set, a couple of disco lights, looks like a record player sign. Yes, this is either a DJ studio, radio station, could be pretty much anything really. Down below you got a record player. Let me zoom in. There you go. You got a record player. Got a couple records in there. Another record over there. Other than that, let's take a good look at the drum set. I really like the drum set. Amazing that you can pretty much build anything out of Legos. That's why I love Legos. You can build anything. Alright, we are going to move on now. Not much else for this one here. Alright, this one deals with music as well, which is pretty snazzy, I think. Here we go. Alright. Got some musical notes. Looks like a keyboard wall. I don't know if that's playable or not. Probably not. I like the brickwork on the second floor. Really like the roof. It's a pretty snazzy roof. This one could also be a recording studio for all I know. This one has 3 floors. Oops, I'll fix that in a minute. Alright. Over here, we got a guitar. Looks like a speaker. And a little piano. Second floor. This is definitely a recording studio. Definitely. Alright. Looks like you got the mixer there. Microphone. Soundproof wall. Recording light. And up above, looks like we got a little office. Not much to the office. We got a little photo, a map. And there's the back side of the wall. Or roof, should I say. Last but not least, we got the corner. Got a bunch of flags. I like the brickwork here. That's pretty cool. I love it. Love the pillars all the way up. Pillars do actually go all the way up. The window frames. More of the same brickwork on the bottom. And then you get a sign over here. It says motel. It's kind of hard to read. It's all those curved corner flat pieces. So let me turn this guy around. Take a look on the inside. Hey, you got a little. Here we have a little counter, a chair, a little coffee table, nice reading nook area. Second floor. And this is more of a motel room. Got a little desk with a lamp. Another little coffee table or end table. And a bed. Now, this last top floor. This is more of a suite, I think. Because you got the balcony. You got a nice little tub. And a bed. This room would probably cost you This room would cost you more than the middle floor. Just because of the tub. And on the top, looks like you got a little air conditioner unit. All the little details makes or breaks a set for me. And this one's got just the right amount of details to make this, I feel, a worthy purchase. So my review for this Main Street 3-in-1 variation. For difficulty, this one is pretty simple. So I'll give it a 1 star for difficulty. The instructions for this one is definitely a 5 star. Speed, you can go pretty fast, so I'll give it a 5. Now minifigures, let's take a look at the minifigures. So I'm going to do the minifigures all at once for both sets, because it's pretty cool if they make you dress them up in 2 different variations. So they're not all dressed the same, or even have the same heads, which is pretty good. There's that guy. There's the same guy in overalls. Nope, sorry, that's an apron. Kind of looks like overalls. Alright, and we got this child. And that child. This one came with a wheelchair. No wheelchair for the second variation. There's her. And the last two is 1 and 2. Definitely a 5-star with the minifigures. For each set you get 6 minifigures. But I really like the fact that the instructions have you dress them up differently. You can of course dress them as you see fit. You don't have to follow the instructions. So now we are going to take a look at the second variation, which is this one. So for the same purpose of this review, I kept the sections separated. I will put it together at the end so you can see it. So first off, we got what looks like a camera shop. There's supposed to be another piece right here, but I did not have it. It's the only piece that was missing. But I will not be surprised if it's in the bunch of Legos that I had left over at the end of this build, because you only go through about a half to 3/4 of the Legos you get from this set. Down below you got looks like a camera shop. The camera and microscope. Second floor. Not really sure what this room is. But on top you got an antenna. Looks like a different style of AC unit. The details in here are very lacking, I feel. Alright. Next, here we go. I really like the pattern in the wall here. This one just doesn't have the... This one is okay, to be honest with you. You got an office in the top and a couch on the bottom. Nice little plant in the corner there. Really like the design on the top here. It's pretty snazzy. So now we're going to move on to the last section. I like all the little planters down here. And the 2 lights, 2 mini little lights, and the little tree on the end. Up on top you got a launcher. Another little wall planter. So I think the floor on the bottom is more of a plant shop. You got a bunch of plants. On top looks more like a kitchen. The second floor up here. Maybe this thing will make more sense once it's all put together. So let me go ahead and get that done. Ooh, I didn't think I was going to do that. Let's take a look at the whole thing put together. Actually, it looks better. Looks better together than it does apart. Alright, let me turn it around. Now it kind of makes more sense. The second floor seems to be like an apartment of some type. I don't know if the office is supposed to be part of the apartment, like it's a 2-floor apartment. There's no stairwell, but definitely looks better together. Hands off. Better. Alright. So, for my review of the second variation of this Main Street set, for difficulty, I'll have to give it a 4-star. Just because of the instructions themselves and the way they want you to go about doing it. I will show you what I mean. They want you to open up all 9 bags right at the beginning. That's what makes this set super difficult. Especially if you do not organize the pieces ahead of time. That might be why it was a lot more difficult for me, because I did not organize anything. Took me a lot longer, I think, than it should have. But that's the way I work. Gives me more of a challenge, I guess. Kind of like a puzzle itself. So, speed. All depends on which way you go about doing it. If you do it my way, definitely take your time. If you organize the pieces ahead of time, you can probably go pretty quick. For minifigures, definitely a 5-star. And for details, I would have to say 4-star for this one. But overall, for these sets, definitely a 5-star for the Main Street one. And for this one right here, I'll give it a 4-star. So, now we will discuss what I have planned for my Lego City. Due to space, I am unsure yet if there will be room for a road or if I need to go to a more untraditional route. That said, my main objective is to create Diagon Alley, which will be surrounded by modulars. So I'm thinking about starting it right around here. Have modulars go down and down. Against the wall will be the 3-in-1 sets that I just showed you and reviewed. I have one more that I'm going to be putting together. Another one that has a very thin depth. But for the rest of all the way down yonder, down to the lighthouse, is basically anyone's guess at this point. So the modulars, like I said, are going to be along the outside to make it seem that Diagon Alley doesn't exist. Somewhere, not sure where yet, I will place a back alley with Harry and Hagrid standing before a hole in the brick wall. Not quite sure what point I'll put that in. At some point, I hope to have room for an amusement park. You see farther way down there's a Ferris wheel and a carousel. But my amusement park right now is more of a pipe dream, and it is still a maybe at this point. At this time, I am sure of how many modulars will make the cut into the city. This is the only room I get to play with. It's very narrow through here already. I can only make the outer perimeter width no more than 3 base plates long. So if I move these, apparently I can only go 2 deep at this point. Because if I add another base plate, let's see where we stand. Yeah, that's 3 base plates long right there. But we will have to see how things go from here on out. For Diagon Alley, I do have all the buildings somewhere stashed in my backlog of Legos. Gringot Bank, Olvanders, Weasley Wizard Weasley's Tongue Twister, Weasley Wizard Wheezies, and etc. In the future, I do have plans on creating a winter village too. So subscribe today to be kept in the loop because, alright, thank you for watching my video.